Welcome. Welcome to the final episode of Think About It for 2021. I thank you for your time, and I thank you for your energy. I hope everyone is having an absolutely amazing day today. It's another day in paradise, as I always say in the morning, and it's well past rise and grind time. Well, it's always rise and grind time if you really think about it. Not gonna say it. Discipline. Now, what is this last episode about? Well, like many of us this time of year, we're recapping. We're looking back, reflecting on all the many things that this year has brought us. The ups, the downs, the highs, the lows. And when I reflect back upon my year, I can honestly say that this journey began a year ago, a little more than. And it has been absolutely been the darkest blessing I have ever been through. Think about it. Now I'm going to share with you my thoughts and my feelings moving forward and my reflections on this past year. And the reason why I'm doing it, well, we always have to remember, it's not about me, it's about you, it's about we, it's about us, all of us. We are in this thing together. And there is something going on that is bigger than all of us, that is happening right before our eyes. And hopefully that I could bring light to that, and bring awareness to that, and bring your focus to it, because it is of the utmost importance. However, if you go back in my posts, you always hear me say and talk about duality, and being able to see the duality in all things that exist around us. When we become aware of that, when one becomes aware of that, well, honestly, where do we begin? I like to begin everything. Every venture I start with why and how it come. And I look and I see the pictures of my little one who sit before me. And that was my mission. My mission this year was to never let that little girl out of my sight. I put it in my mind. I changed my frequency, and we'll get into that. We'll talk about that in a minute. Before I begin, you heard me say the darkest miracle. In order for one to have and reach true clarity, that one must go through the deepest, darkest fear. And I don't wish that upon any of you. Unfortunately, I had to walk down that road. Now, where's the lighter? No. The darkness. Duality. I begin this message to you all with a thank you. Thank you, Pop, for everything. Salud. Mi amor. To me, this whole. I'm working on my Spanish. The darkest miracle of my life. Now, in the near future, I'll share with you in depth the details of my journey this past year. But right now, we're going to talk about something more, something different. We're going to talk about the miracle part. What you all don't see behind you is a sign. And the last time I saw my other little girl, my niece, pretty much my own, she gave me this painting. And I put it above my studio here. And I looked at it every day. And the 3 words that she wrote are reach your dreams. Now, if you don't know, I began this journey as a homeless man with nothing. Absolutely nothing. How did that happen? Why did that happen? Like I said, I'll get into that deep, dark story later on. For now, let's focus on the miracle. Now, did I just snap my fingers and poof? Bliss came, happiness came, joy came, clarity came. No. I am proof. And this year of my life is my proof, is the work of art. You see, we're all artists in our own frame. We're all artists painting our own picture of our own life. You create what it is, things that you want. Whatever you can visualize for yourself, you can create that. Doesn't matter where you started. Doesn't matter the steps that you took. All that matters is that you need to understand that you can re-trigger every mechanism in your brain. A lot of us, and what's going on in this world, and this is what I'm talking about, on what's bigger. A lot of us right now are not operating on the proper frequency. We're not operating on the proper wavelength as a whole, as humans. And we wonder why we're becoming sickened as a human race. It's because we are not operating on the right frequency. We're choosing and electing to not operate on the right frequency, the right wavelength. Where am I going with this? In this journey, one thing I've learned is that the most valuable thing, or the 3 most valuable things you will ever have the opportunity to rent are your mindset, your time, and your energy. Your mindset first, because every single fucking day you have an opportunity and a choice to put yourself on the frequency and the wavelength that you want to put yourself on. If you go back to my videos this past year, every day, rise and grind every day. Same thing every day. Tony Robbins become the #1 speaker in the world because he was wrong. He was right. You change your habit, you change your routine. For me, what I triggered myself was I needed to change my addiction. I needed to change the things I was addicted to. I needed to change the emotions that I was addicted to. Makes sense? Think about it. So, remember, it's not about me. It's about you. It's about we. It's about us. Imagine if we all changed our frequency. Imagine if we all became self-aware of our energy and how important it is. And we projected the best versions of ourselves out into the universe. Imagine what can happen. Every single day, I make a choice, and this is, I think, how these miracles were able to happen. So every single day I made a choice. I never told myself, I miss you, Dad. Not once this year, maybe for the first time 3 days ago. Because the second I put that thought in my head, the second I say I miss you, Dad, I start to believe that he is no longer with me, but my father's initials are G.A. George Arroyo. He is my guardian angel. And he's sitting right there. I don't mean to freak you all out. I don't mean it like that. But if you get me, you feel me, you understand what I'm saying. So to recap this year, if you put your mind to something, really focus on it. You don't allow any distractions, any excuses. You rise and grind. You have a vision. You make it your mission. And you can make it happen. This past year of my life, I'm living proof of it. Seven years ago, when I first moved out here, I had this desire to get into the insurance agency 7, 8 years ago, here in Negreville. Now at that time, I wasn't ready. I'll be the first to tell you that I wasn't ready. Hold on. Why? How come? Why insurance? How come insurance? Well, that little girl, that's why. How can I? Well, we'll get into that later. I don't like talking about me. 7, 8 years ago, I wasn't good enough. In my mind, I always knew, I said, that's it, this is what I'm gonna do, this is it. This is going to be the next step, the next phase. This is going to bring everything and make everything come full circle and everything will make sense. So I jumped and took the biggest risk in my life. Why? Because sometimes you need to fly. And you need to know that everything's gonna be okay. My grandma always used to say, it's okay. And I added, we got this. So I jumped. And guess what happened? Reach your dreams. And I'm honored and privileged to be part of the State Farm family now. See, if a homeless bum from a small town in Indiana can reach his dreams in 15 months. Imagine what you can do. It's not about me. It's about you. It's about we. It's about us. Well, here's the other part. We always have to think about and plan and strategize for the future. Focus on moving forward and not in the past. You see, this accomplishment that I was able to achieve, well, that's in the past. So what's in the future? Well, I think this past year in these videos I may have left you all some hints, some clues. Maybe something's in the next phase. Maybe something's in the books. Maybe some things in this universe are just meant to be. And remember that all of us, every single one of us, we all have a destiny. We all have a purpose. So it is upon ourselves to be aware, to be self-aware of that purpose. The darkest miracle, the duality. Now, our country, we as a people, are going through something like we've never seen before. Now, no matter where you gather your information, what news channel or video feed or whatever it is, do know that there is something going on that nobody's paying attention to. Now, does it have to do with our country? Yes. But it has more to do with us as humans. Your human rights. Your human freedoms. A wise man once said, when one is able to understand energy, frequency, vibration, and wavelength, that one will begin to understand the secrets of the universe. I invite you all to join me next year, and I will share with you happiness. That's it. Happiness. And that comes with every single day preparing your mind, preparing your soul, preparing your energy for the happiness that you deserve. And if you want to know a secret, it begins on that map. So I thank you all for your time. I thank you for your energy. Remember, it's not about me. It's about you. It's about we. It's about us. All of us. Together, we will prevail. And before I go, I love you. You're my best friend. You're my rock. Thank you for teaching me everything.